You'll see, they're going to do tricks over here. You're going to love it.
Será que é melhor, né?
Please move all the way across the aisle towards the center of the theater, filling in every available seat so that there will be room for everyone. For your safety, please remain seated and remain inside the stadium during the show. We remind you, smoking is not permitted. Thank you.
Didn't get that? I was speaking faux French. Let me translate for you, everyone. Welcome, my name is Cheryl Foster. You know, I'm the first assistant director here on this film shoot, which originally was created for the Walt Disney Studios parks in Paris. As you can see in the setting is this quaint little town south of France. So I just got a little carried away in the setting. My fox paws. Anyway, moving on. Mike, can we go ahead and do a camera check, please? And let's see all of the angles. Now take a look, everybody. To shoot an action sequence like this, we use multiple angles. We use low angles, we use high angles, and we even install cameras inside some of the vehicles. Now the more cameras we use, the better chance we have of getting everything we need in just one take. Thank you, Mike. And once again to all of you out there, welcome. We are very glad you're here for our final film shoot of the day. It's time to complete those final checks, and we'll be getting started in just a moment. Okay, you guys ready? Let's take it away.
Lights, motors,
action! Yeah!
final check with the drivers, please.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to the set. Here's what we're doing today, shooting an awesome car chase sequence, a lot like the one you just saw on that big screen for a new action movie set in the south of France. Now, the scenario for our film is that our hero's in the red car. He's got a top secret envelope and everyone else is trying to keep him from leaving town with it. Jeff, how are we looking? We good?
Yep, all set.
All right, Cheryl, roll it, slate, please.
Ballet chase sequence 7A, take 1 mark.
All right, all drivers on my count in 3, 2, 1.
Action!
Please, take it on out.
Hi everybody, welcome once again to the set. My name is Dennis, I'm your director for today's shoot. Today we're going to show you some pretty cool movie making secrets and what goes into making complex vehicle stunts like the one you just saw in our opening scene. And ladies and gentlemen, when you make a great action movie, you need a great stunt coordinator pulling all the action together, and fortunately we have him on our set. He is our lead stunt coordinator, Mr. Jeff Robinson! Yeah! Great opening, man. Awesome, absolutely. Lots of action. Got more to come, of course. And I'm going to watch that playback in just a second. While we're waiting, tell everybody what a stunt coordinator does, Jeff.
All right, folks, it's my job to choreograph all the action we're watching out here and work with my team to make sure Dennis is going to get everything he needs to build a great sequence. And get it as safe as possible, of course.
Excellent point. Safety, our number one priority on the set.
All right, folks, our drivers make it look mighty easy. It does take a lot of setup, though. I'll get back
Oh, go ahead, to you, Jeff, next.
You know, Dennis, playback is ready for you.
Oh, I like that. Let's see the assist cameras 1 through 4, okay?
All right, Mike, we have video assist on camera 1, please.
Now, when you see black and white images on our screen today, you're actually seeing a video image for our film camera captures. We call this video assist. What it does is it allows us to preview these shots before the film is actually developed. And look carefully, a lot of these shots, there's cameras placed all over our set. A lot of these shots right now are from the camera truck that I was riding on right in front of you. And notice how we have framed the action. Now these cars are going pretty fast down here, but if we keep that camera low, like my cameraman Jeremy did on the truck, it appears that those cars are going faster than they actually are. This is one of those movie-making secrets we were just talking about, and that we're using it today, keeping that camera low, looking great. Cheryl, let's go to some of the ramp shots. Can we see some of those?
All right, Mike, can we have the ramp shots, please? All angles.
I gotta mention these shots, because look at this. Our hero, high speed in reverse. Pretty cool shot. I think you'll admit. Look at that. Loving it. Yeah, watching pursuit cars following our hero. Remember, he's trying to get out of town. That sense of urgency, very important in the film. We mount those cameras right on the dash, as Cheryl mentioned, and there's where we're capturing the action. Pursuit car following that hero as he jumps in reverse. Onto the ramps as well. Great looking shots here. Cheryl, let's go to camera 4 and we'll freeze it, okay, please?
All right, Mike, we need camera 4, freeze and jump, please.
Here we go, another ramp shot, and look at that! Hero in reverse, frozen up there, I love that. That is your baby, Jeff. We love this car, but it's not an ordinary car.
Nope, not by any stretch. Folks, we designed and built the Hero vehicle specifically for this project. Now, it's got 4 forward gears, nothing really special about that, but it does have a very unique, one-of-a-kind transmission. 4 gears of reverse, so we can really accelerate going backwards. Now, the engine we mount is close to the center of the vehicle. You can see up here on the screen, we tucked it right in here behind the driver. Gives the car a better center of mass on jumps as well as flatland maneuverability in these tight turns out here.
And speaking of tight, there's no room in that car. That's not a road trip vehicle, is it?
No, I'm going to take it out to a trip with family.
No, no.
But, we got a moment here, though. I'm going to go ahead and bring one back out here. Grab the driver out of that.
Sure, to show, yeah, absolutely.
All right, we need hero car to set, please.
Best drivers has ever been my pleasure to work with. This is Tim Bell.
Rough on the outside, but sweet on the inside. That's why we call that.
Good stuff. Hey, you know, Tim, opening shot, beautiful opening 540, particularly nice. Do me a favor though, look at the camera here and tell these folks all about that backwards jump. That's pretty sweet stuff there.
Yeah, backwards jump. Jeff, tell
Let
us.
Tim off the hook here and let you in on yet another movie-making secret. This unique, one-of-a-kind vehicle has a twin.
Hero 2 to set, please.
See, folks, it's just not safe to drive a car backwards at a high rate of speed for an extended period of time, nor is it safe to jump a car in reverse that way, so we built a duplicate of our Hero vehicle. It's identical in every aspect, except for one. This girl still her driver faces out the back.
That's right. So I take it one more extreme, we go the backward stop back, so it looks like he's driving, facing out the front of the car like this. Let's see. Let's get it on this track. Let's chase that. Let's get it.
Folks, you're probably wondering how we were able to pull off that switch and we didn't take it without you noticing. Cheryl, can you pull that up real quick?
Sure, Jeff. Mike, we need the footage from camera 6, please.
All right, folks, take a look up here real quick. Hey, gotta watch closely as T-Bell drives back behind that set piece of the Hero vehicle. Chase is waiting just off camera there on the left. There's a reverse here. We're going to take over.
That's right, those two cars are like runners in a relay race passing the baton. The main car disappeared, then the reverse car took over, without missing a beat. Yes, thank you. Well done. Jeff, let's go to the center. Bring in the next scene, okay? Cheryl, you got work to do. You're in charge.
Of everything?
Of the world.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna make you proud. Actually, you know what, folks? We do have some time. This is the perfect opportunity to pay tribute to Disney's original action hero. Now, let me tell you, this guy has done a lot of films for the studios, and he's performed each and every one of his own stunts. He's fun, he's lovable, and he wouldn't bug anybody. Do you know who I'm talking about? I heard it all over. You guys are on it. It's Herbie the Love Bug. Mike, let's take a look at the clip, please. loved all of your films. I bet you had so much fun working with all those lovely leading ladies. All right, Herbie, we get it. Listen, we've got some extra time. The folks love you. Take it out to Camera Alley and say hello. Isn't it so cute? Talk about Kodak on you guys.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Herbie off to?
Look, he's going to Camera Alley to say hi to the people.
That's fine, just straight across, okay, not in front.
I didn't know, Jeff. Herbie, don't go in the tunnel. Just keep going straight down Camera Alley like you're doing.
Whoa, wait, whoa, hey, hey!
Thanks, guys. Everyone's getting in position right now. Jeff, need a quick radio check with drivers. We're almost ready to start rolling, okay? Thank you. Cheryl, hey, where we go?
He had to split.
Oh. That's all right. We're going to move on. I'll say hi to him later. In fact, why don't you set up this next scene and I'll get on the truck, okay?
That's a great idea. Thanks, boss. I'd be happy to set up the scene. Now, guess what? In this next scene, the hero car is still going to be pursued, but now it is far more difficult to maneuver and spin around at such high speeds, especially when you throw out these obstacles like these flower and market carts that you see behind me. We're a little bit nervous for him, but we know he's a skilled driver, so we wish him luck. Let's see how he does.
All right, thank you, Cheryl. Jeff, we good?
Yeah, we're all set.
All right, thank you. Slate it up, please. Here we go.
Blockade chase at sequence 8, take 1 mark.
All right, hero, V1, V2, in 3, 2, 1, action!
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the most important element of any car chase sequence, the element of surprise. Mike, roll this back, please. Watch this, everybody. Careful planning went into a stunt like this. Look at this. Watch how Tim sails over our trucks and lands into that airbag. He nosedives into that thing, then he applies the brakes just at the right moment so he just comes sliding into that wall. That wall comes up pretty fast when you're dropping off the edge of a truck at that high rate of speed. You see that, not a lot of room to work with right there, a couple feet maybe. We're going to see another angle of this. Watch him come into frame. He's going to drop out of frame there right into that airbag. Lots of great shots to choose from. I'll never stay on one shot for more than just a couple of seconds when we're editing this film. Speaking of editing, you'll never see that airbag in the finished film. Let's piece of safety equipment. We'll just edit right out. Right, Jeff?
Absolutely. Folks, brings up a great point as well. You should never, of course, attempt any of this on your own. We do use an awful lot of safety equipment out here. You'll never see any of it in the finished film.
You're outdoing yourself today, sir. Awesome. Great stuff. Worked really well. In fact, worked so well, we're a little ahead of schedule. I want to squeeze that pickup shot in right now. Can we do it? Give him a break? I'll tell you what, I gotta get this shot in. You give me a car, I'll get you a driver. I got a cool idea. Want to do that? Awesome. Cheryl.
Yeah.
How you doing up there?
I'm doing great.
Hey, listen, we're gonna do the pickup shot. Jeff and I talked about this before. We gotta squeeze it in. Jeff just gave the drivers a 5. No big deal. We're still gonna do the shot. You know what we're gonna do?
What?
We're gonna get a driver on our set from the audience. Who wants to come down here and drive one of our cars? Raise your hand if you want to help us out. Be part of the film. And you know what, Cheryl?
Yes.
I have some qualifications here. I need somebody with a good hand-eye coordination, somebody with a quick mind, somebody maybe that's good with video games. You know where I'm going with this?
It could be a kid.
It could be a kid. Give me a kid right now. We're going to teach a kid to drive one of these
Oh my
cars. It'll be
gosh,
fun.
I want the young lady right there in the white t-shirt and green scarf. Come on over this way.
Sure.
Yeah, let her scooch on by. Let's give her a hand for helping us out. play video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. Come on over here and say hi to our director, Dennis.
Hi, how are you? Ariana, is it? It's a beautiful name. Thank you for coming down here. You're going to be part of a great scene in our movie, and we're going to roll that right now. Watch this, Ariana.
All right, Mike, let's take a look at the clip, please.
We're making this scene just a little bit longer. Look up on our screen here. Our hero's in trouble. He's on foot, close from his car using a remote built into his watch. The car comes on its own. Hero jumps in, and then he proceeds to get out of it. Skids out of it, get out of town, okay? And you're going to be our hero for a moment in the film. Ariana, I want you to take a look over on our set. Do you see that car sitting over there that Jeff just brought out? We're going to teach you how to drive it. What do you think? Yes. She says, okay. She's got a big smile on her face. She says, okay. Absolutely.
Okay, Ariana, you're gonna love this. This is the third version of our hero vehicle, and it's actually a full-size remote-controlled car. Here, take a look inside. Let me show you how this thing works. Here you go. Keep your eyes on that steering wheel over there. This remote control, the lever over here on the left, you can steer the vehicle left, right. Down here in the center, that's the throttle. A lot of power, man. Don't worry, I'm gonna dial that down just a bit to get you started. Over here on the right, this is the gauge for the transmission forward and reverse. I think remember here, it's just like driving any other toy car like you find out at the mall, huh? It's just a little bit larger, a whole lot more powerful, maybe a wee bit more expensive.
All right, just a little bit, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Thank you, Jeff. All right. Ariana, we're going to talk you through this. You're going to drive it from the safety of where you're standing right now. Be nervous. It's a very expensive, one-of-a-kind, $100,000 movie car. If anything happens to it, I'm not going to make you pay for it, okay? Your parents will.
All right, Ariana, we're going to do it together, okay? So don't touch anything just yet. I'm going to show you how to work it. The only one we need is this level right here. So put your fingers right on top of mine. And make the car go forward. Nice and easy, really, really easy. Move the lever straight up.
Look at that.
Nice
That's
job.
Absolutely.
You're driving it. Now to make the car stop, just let go. Perfect. Now let's try reverse, okay? It's the same idea, but now we're going to go straight down. Nice and easy, just like you were doing.
Right. There you go.
There you go.
Ariana, put your hand here. I'm going to help you steer a little bit. We're going to bring it back to the bridge over there at the end of the water. There'll be a lot of room for this next shot.
Yeah, fun.
Just concentrate now. That's right.
All right, let go, and we'll stop.
All right, Ariana, guess what? That was just a rehearsal, okay? I'll make one little adjustment on here. Put your hand back up here. All right, sweetheart. You're going to bring the car forward again. And this time, guess what? Go a lot faster. Punch it all the way forward. There you go. Dial it up. Just bring it forward. Now pull back. Pull back. See if you can slow those tires. There you are. A little bit. That's nice. Ready? Ariana, push it forward. Just put that car. Come on. Just bring that car all the way around. Go crazy. Come on. There you go. Let go of that right now. It's going to have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our RC car driver, very talented Jeff Walt. Take it up, Jeff. Nice. Now, Mariana, we appreciate you coming down here. Now, you helped us play a joke in the entire audience. We got a little gift for you. I think this is pretty cool. I'm going to show everybody this. This is a Lights Motors action pin. You can't buy this pin anywhere. Guess what? You're now an honorary stunt driver with us. We appreciate it so much. That is just for you. Thank you. You did a great job. You're very welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're shooting this as we always do. We're shooting out a sequence we see the complex, difficult stunts for the end of the day. That's where we are right now. So let's be clear. Camera truck's almost here. Everybody's getting into place, but where is my stunt coordinator? The question of the day. I think some of you spotted him already. High on top of the rooftop, Mr. Jeff Robinson. Hey, Jeff.
Yep. This time the old man gets to get on the action himself. I'm going to be playing a part of a bad guy in this next shot. And of course, bad guy sniper shot. This is a terrible shot. Now T-Bell down here doubling our hero. He's an outstanding shot. He's going to hit me with the first couple rounds fired. I'll do a fall down with this high fall pad below me here. The fall pad, of course, is another one of those safety features you'll never see in a finished film. We'll just make it disappear.
All right, thanks, Jeff. We're almost set down here. Now this is Tim Bell. We already met Tim Bell driving the hero car. He does so much for us around here. Now he's back on our set, doubling the star of the film. What don't you do around here, T-Bell? Exactly. Now, hey, we got the top secret envelope. The bad guys want it from you. And remember, this is important plot of the film, okay? You're going to run into that motorcycle shop just like we rehearsed, okay? You got it? Any questions? Okay, no time. Thank you. All right, Cheryl.
Yes?
You ready?
I am so ready.
Slate it.
Motorcycle chase sequence 3, take one mark.
Here we go with my countdown in 3, 2, 1, action! but let's do that playback, Cheryl.
All right. He was on fire a long time.
What?
Mike, let's have the bird footage all angles, please.
And we use a lot of cameras, a lot of angles for good reason, right, Jeff?
Absolutely. Folks, on a shot like this, you got to roll as many cameras as possible. The very last thing we want to do is have a super something in the shot.
Watch, Chris slides up all the flags. Fully built right now, speeding. He is. That the gentleman he has on is a little slippery, as you can see, and again, skating around down here, but still a great looking shot. And lots of great close-ups there as well. That's a dangerous stunt, I'll have to tell you that. He feels that heat about 10, 12 seconds in. We let him burn for a while, drops down, put him out immediately. Wait for his thumbs up. That's a signal to the team that he's okay. There are no hot spots. I can see Jeff sitting there right away, making sure he's all right. Good. Absolutely. Got the shot. Beautiful. But he's on this early. Ready for this stuff. How long does this take?
The first layer is a layer of fire retardant material called Nomex. You may have heard of it before. You see it up here on the screen. Up next, we got two stunts in one here. He's got to drop that bike, of course, and survive all that dancing around out here. Put him in a good thick layer of padding. Another dry layer of Nomex on top of that. Next is pretty interesting, though. This is driving suit. It's been saturated with an ice-cold, fire-resistant gel. And the gel acts more as a thermal barrier between Chris and heat from those flames and anything else. Exterior layer here, you can see we're painting this one down with a different gel. This time it's a flammable gel. And it's the fumes from that flammable gel that actually catch fire and burn, not the suit itself.
Hold on, thank you, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our entire stunt team. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the show today. You'll recognize some of our motorcycles, jet skis. They look familiar to you. Some of our other cars probably don't. And our set is a village in the south of France. Everything has to match the continuity, including the cars. In fact, Jeff, I'll tell you what. Let's show everybody inside one of those cars right now. I'm sure they're curious of what's inside these things. Can we do it right now? The camera on while we're sitting up?
We got time?
Yeah, we got time. Figuring out.
All right, Cheryl, let's have V2 meet me out here at Camera Alley.
All right, we need V2 to set, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, another nice big warm welcome to our outstanding driver. This is Matt. Let's go. Thanks, Matt.
These are not American cars. These are called Opel Corsas. They're shipped in from Europe and for our film shoot. We did a little something different. Modified them, tripped them out, basically gutted them out and started over. Right, Jeff?
Sure did. We took them right down to bare metal and then rebuilt them as rally cars and dropped the Opel Corsa body back on top. Now you might recognize the rally car crash cage here that protects our drivers. What you might not recognize, though, either by sight or by sound, is that engine. Get a close shot of that engine real quick. Folks, that's actually a transverse mounted 1300cc motorcycle engine. It's got plenty of torque, nice and lightweight, helps keep vehicles total weight down, of course. Most importantly, though, it will tolerate the higher RPMs we generate during the course of the spinning and drifting maneuvers you're watching the shots out here today. You couple that engine with a high-performance transmission we talked about earlier, you got an automobile that's absolutely built specifically for these stunts and elements. The elements themselves all require a very high degree of timing and coordination between the use of the controls. Most of the time, of course, gas and clutch, but strangely enough, usually the e-brake is involved, the emergency brake there. Watch how he pulls that handle up and drops it right back in this #1 position it goes. This has been modified. Hydraulically servo, plenty of lockup power on those rear wheels, though. When he drops that handle, it allows them to spin freely or to re-engage the deck here, drift, lock up, whatever we need. And fancy training now, all you got to do to get through the first 4 gears there is just give that stick a little push forward, just a little bump. As a matter of fact, we do call it a bump shift. You want those 4 gears in reverse, boom, give that handle a twist. You're in the same gear going backwards, same don't match. Very cool stuff. Folks think you have to admit, very unique vehicle. Unique driving skill set required by Matt and the rest of our drivers as well. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Matt Ferratusko. Thanks, Matt.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 2 parts to our final sequence. First part is a film clip up on our big screen, followed by a live action-packed stunt you don't want to miss. Get your cameras ready for this one. We're all set down here. Mike, roll it.
please do not attempt any of this on your own. Do enjoy the rest of your day at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and remember, drive safely.